Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to review one of my favorite books. It was published a few months back, but I really enjoyed reading it and I wanted to share with you my key learnings from this book. It's called Becoming by Michelle Obama. I simply love her. I love the way she's conducted her life. I'm of course always very fond of her husband Barack Obama as well, but Michelle's life holds so many inspirational stories and I can't wait to share those with you. Becoming is one of those books which not just touches your heart, it also opens up your mind. Actually, when I picked up this book, I thought it would talk a lot about her journey as a first lady. Of course it does that, but it talks a lot more about her growing up years. We all know of Michelle as a Harvard law graduate. She was a social worker. She worked in law firms for a long time. Then, of course, she became the First Lady of United States. But when you read the book, you realize that, she was a young girl from a middle-class family, just like you and I. And she worked really hard across the years with a lot of resilience to achieve and become what she is today. What I admire most about her life's journey is that she always had a passion to do something meaningful in her life. She played great role as a mother, as a wife, but she always worked hard to answer her inner callings, to become what she wanted to become in life, and to aspire and dream. The first key lesson that I've learned from this book is be humble and gentle and nice to whoever you meet in life. Because she also grew up in a very middle class household. She saw a lot of discrimination being happening to people in her race, to African Americans, and she realized that the best thing you can do to people is to be nice to them, to not judge people by the class they work in or by the kind of job they do, whether she was the first lady in White House or whether she was a lawyer in a law firm. She always treated people with utmost respect and was always very humble. The second thing that I've learned from her life is that don't ever give up on your dreams, because when she was in high school and she was preparing for her college entrance, her college counselor in fact told her that she was not a Princeton material and that was the school that she really aspired to go to. But someone's opinion did not really deter her. She had a very strong belief in herself and she continued to work hard, and she did finally get to Princeton University. In fact, she lost her father at a very young age. She even lost a very close friend from college. And those were some key milestones in her life, which also taught her and made her choose things which brought her most joy. She decided that her job at the law firm was not something that brought her a lot of happiness. She wanted to do something which would be more meaningful, which would make a real difference in society, and that's how she always decided to follow her dream. The book also teaches me that she was an extremely determined lady. When she was 29 years old and she was a young mother, she also had an independent career to take care of. But she shows a very strong willpower and determination, and she actually refuses to sink. She talks a lot about how she juggled between a career and raising two young daughters, how her mother was a great support during her working years and also while raising her children. And that level of determination is something that helped her achieve, that helped her become a very strong first lady. What I also learned from Michelle's life is how the right clothes also make you feel really powerful. When she went for her first inaugural ball, she wore a dress by a designer called Jason Wu, and she talks about that in her book, and she says how the clothes made her feel really elegant and feminine, but very strong and powerful also at the same time. The book Becoming is very aptly titled, because throughout the entire story of Michelle's life, she constantly keeps telling you to become more of what you want to be in life. So, when she was a young girl, she just dreamed that she would have a house with 2 floors in south side of Chicago with a dog and a nice husband. But she actually, during her growing up years and during her college and during her working life, she figured out that her life held something more. There was more meaning to her dreams, and she wanted to work hard and achieve them. And this is what she teaches all of us, that become more, always constantly keep improving upon yourself, upon the skill sets you have, upon the talents that you've been gifted with, and be the best version of yourself. One very important thing that Michelle has taught me is that you can't take your decisions based on your inner fears, based on your worries that what might happen. If you go to a restaurant, you are too scared to try out a new dish because you fear how it will taste, or even at your workplace, for example, you fear sharing your new idea with your colleagues or your friends because you fear you're scared of being judged, or you're too scared to take up ownership of a project because you feel you might fail. She also teaches me that uh, don't give in to your fears. Don't be scared to follow your passion. You don't have to do something very dramatic and give up your job because you want to travel the world, or take crazy steps. But what's also important is not to let your dreams become dormant, to continue taking baby steps, and one day the power of compounding works, and you will surely be able to achieve what you had set your heart out for. Your story is what you have and what you will always have. Be proud to own your story. It's destiny maybe that some of us were born with a silver spoon. Some of us have to struggle a little more, but don't compare your lives with anybody else's. Own your story and build on to your dreams.